Hey everyone, Ty here. In today's video we're going to be talking about drop shipping products to just not touch. Do not sell these kind of products. Something to bear in mind, and if you come across these, run away, get away from it, because they're only going to cause you issues. Let's get straight into it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. Now, the products you want to be avoiding are high maintenance products. Now these look good initially, but they have a massive hidden flaw, and these are going to be products that you look at initially, you start selling, and it's not until you're already in the midst of the process, too far to turn back, that you're going to recognize these issues. So it's best to be aware of them beforehand. Now the first one is heavy products. Now this is a difficult one because if you're drop shipping, you're not necessarily touching the product, and you might not even take note of the weight that's listed on AliExpress or that your agent tells you. So if you are working with an agent, just ask them to weigh the product for you and send it over, and then to calculate the shipping costs with that weight, because this is going to be something where you might not aware that the difference in being this weight to this weight is going to cost you your profit margin. Now it's something to be aware of, it's something to take into consideration, and yeah, if you're going on AliExpress, just make a note of that weight, and then if it does come up later down the line, you can go back to the supplier and you can say, well, you said it weighed this and it doesn't. So yeah, cover yourself in that way. And if you're working with an agent or fulfillment center, just get them to weigh the product for you and just send it over so you can calculate yourself the shipping costs, so you're not hit with any hidden surprises down the line. Now, the other products that you want to completely avoid are large products, so large in dimension. Now, similar to heavy products, this will impact your shipping costs, and the other side of this is that whoever's holding your items, whether it's you or whether you're using a agent or a fulfillment center, they're going to be more reluctant to hold these products. Now, this might not be an issue to begin with, but later down the line, when maybe you want to hold some inventory either through a fulfillment center or through your agent, they're going to be less willing to hold such huge products because it's going to take up so much room and it's an opportunity cost for them. So yeah, do bear that in mind. Now the next product, you want to take this into consideration as well, is a fragile products. Now a lot of people completely miss this. They see something like a ceramic mug or something like that and be like, oh, this looks really nice, I can definitely see how to market this, how to advertise, they can see a market for it, and they start shipping it out and then realise that customers are receiving it broken, they're receiving it with scratches and dents, and it's not because the dropshipper has taken into account how fragile the product is. Now these products need a special attention, special care, because they require additional thought when packaging, and from either your point of view or AliExpress or your agent, whoever you're using, they're going to need to meet the requirements to keep it safe if they're fragile, and they're going to need to maybe print off special shipping labels, add any special labels that go onto the shipping box if it's going overseas. So yeah, do take this into account. It's something that's quite often missed, not just by the dropshipper but by the agent and wholesalers as well. So if you do have a fragile item, make sure your agent or whoever you're using is aware of it, and just make a note that you have told them, that you have disclosed that information, just to cover yourself. Now the next kind of product is valuable items, any kind of product that's got a high price tag. Now high value items like jewelry, antiques, anything like that is they're going to require additional security that not all warehouses and fulfillment centers can offer, and rather than risking theft, you should perhaps consider selling maybe something else, especially if you're completely new to the space. Do you really want to be starting your dropshipping career with putting all your eggs in one basket, that one basket being so valuable and being at such high risk from theft? No, probably not. So it's just another thing to consider. Now there is a way to work around this, probably not for the beginner, but if you're more established, and if your agent or fulfillment center or AliExpress, if they can't protect these items, if you're starting to store inventory, then it's worth considering finding someone or finding a storage or fulfillment company that specializes in holding such high valuable items, because they'll have the security measures to adequately protect them. They'll be able to provide that security, provide that reassurance that we're going to hold your valuable products and they're going to be safe. Now, the last category of items that you want to be considering not selling is items which require special conditions. Now, maybe you want to sell items that need to be kept maybe at a certain temperature, maybe they need to be kept frozen, or materials that are maybe sensitive to temperature or light. And if your inventory needs special conditions, then you need to be considerate of those needs. Like, you don't want to be sending something out from your fulfillment center or from yourself where the item's perfectly fine, and then by the time it reaches the customer, it's dried out, or whatever the reason is, it's not as you left it. Basically, it's not as you advertised. Now, that can cause a lot of problems, not just legal issues, but negative reviews, and it can really tank your store. So it's something that you need to take into account beforehand. And maybe if you're just starting off and you've got a product that maybe has a quick expiry date, or something that's sensitive to temperature, then it's something that you might need to consider finding a specialized supplier or a specialized storage facility so they can cater to those needs. Now, to sum up, the categories were large products, heavy products, fragile, valuables, and products that require special conditions. Obviously, there are others, toxic products, things with trademark, things for babies and children that might have safety issues. That's fine, but these 5 are usually the ones that get overlooked the most. And so yeah, just do bear that in mind. If you're either starting already or if you're well established, just make sure you've got those protective measures in place if your product falls into one of these categories. Thanks ever so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I post every week, whether it's dropshipping, investing, crypto, all that good stuff. So yeah, if you've got any questions, hit them down below. I'll answer every single one. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.